Efforts to repeal Pennsylvania's death penalty have started up again. Meanwhile, one official has reintroduced a bill related to marijuana. A study says Pennsylvania's housing prices are tied to low inventory. Plus, this city is one of the U.S.'s best for St. Patrick's Day. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. The death penalty hasn't been carried out in Pennsylvania since 1999, reports PennLive. But conversations about the death penalty have started up once more thanks to the introduction of a new bill that would repeal it. Primarily sponsored by Representative Russ Diamond, House Bill 888 would remove the death penalty as a sentencing option, leaving life imprisonment without the possibility of parole as the mandatory sentence for first-degree murder. Apart from his Christian beliefs, Diamond cites research highlighting the risk of wrongful conviction and execution for inmates who have received the sentence. The last time there was such a measure to repeal the death penalty was in 2023, but it ultimately failed to pass the full House. There's currently 98 inmates in Pennsylvania who are on death row. In more bill news, State Representative Chris Robb reintroduced one in Harrisburg last week, reports Philly Voice. This bill would protect unimpaired drivers who are legal users of medical cannabis. One prominent issue in this sphere is that cannabis can linger in the body for weeks after someone consumes it. So, if they're pulled over by a cop and get a blood test done, they can be charged with a DUI even if they're not impaired. Robb's bill would require law enforcement to view medical marijuana akin to any other prescribed medication. They'd also have to consider signs of impairment as a key factor in a potential DUI charge, and not just a positive blood test. This is the fourth time Robb has tried updating the state's DUI law with this kind of legislation. Further information regarding this bill remains pending. According to a recent study from Pew Charitable Trusts, Pennsylvania is one of the states that's allowed the least amount of houses to be built between 2017 and 2023, states the Philadelphia Inquirer. It ranked 44th in this regard, actually. And this lack of inventory has been linked to the spike in prices for home buyers and renters alike. Pennsylvania saw the number of home sales drop 60% within that time frame. At the same time, statewide, the median home price jumped 55%. Ditto average rent prices, only by 46%. Pew points to zoning rules and the permitting process as the reason behind this problem. The center recommends state policymakers to make certain changes such as streamlining permitting and encouraging office-to-residential conversions. It's St. Patrick's Day, everybody, says PennLive. A jolly time full of people wearing green, shamrocks, and whiskey jackets. And Pittsburgh listeners might be proud to know that a Wallet Hub study has ranked their city as the 10th best to celebrate the patties in the whole U.S. Philadelphia came in at a respectable 25th place on a list of 200 cities. In first was, unsurprisingly, Boston, the setting for one of the quintessential St. Patrick's Day films, Boondock Saints. Then came Reno, Nevada in second, and Savannah, Georgia in third. Sláinte. Happy St. Patrick's Day, you guys. May it be full of luck and lacking in hangovers. For even more news, drop by PennLive.com. And please don't forget to rate this podcast and to share it around with your family and friends. Thanks in advance, and of course, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and tomorrow's another day of Today in PA.